toxic people play the most amount of games. And the only reason why they do that is because of their fragile ego and their no sense of self. Playing games with someone shows that actually you don't know who you are. You have to manipulate, you have to control. But in this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 games that toxic people play that are not so obvious. You might feel manipulated, drained, and totally confused. So this is what I want to identify in this video. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So in this video today, I really wanted to look at the kind of games that toxic people will play. Not the obvious ones. I really want to look at the ones that are not so apparent that maybe we get caught out in. These games keep us off balance. But today I'm going to be breaking down the 5 most common and most unseen games that these toxic individuals play. Manipulation, control is not so easy to identify. When we talk about it, okay, there's a level of it that we can explain, we can talk about it, we can make another person understand. But really, if you think about it, it's very intricate and very personal to you, because this person will use certain triggers, certain things that may only apply to you. But the reason for this is because they want to make an impact. They want you to feel like they are the ones that are telling you this is how it should be and this is how you should behave. And ultimately, that's what manipulation comes down to. Of course, you can have discussions with people. Of course, everybody has their own opinions. And yeah, that's absolutely fine. But this is where you have to know yourself, meaning that you have to have your own confidence, self-worth, connection to self. This is about understanding you, what your needs are, what your beliefs are, and standing strong in them. Then when someone like this comes along, you're not going to feel so swayed to want to kind of believe their opinion. And this is the thing, my friends. That's what manipulation, gaslighting, control, lies, that's what it's all about. This is about knowing yourself. That's the remedy. That's what I would say. That is the remedy. That is about knowing yourself, knowing what your opinions are, knowing what your thoughts are on a certain thing, and not being swayed. So the first thing that I would say that a narcissist was really good at is the blame game. They'll blame you for everything. Basically, the reason for this is because then you take on the responsibility or the weight of the issue and you change. And you think that there's something that you need to change in order to make this situation better. A narcissist will twist the narrative so it suits them. And they'll make it your fault. And they'll say that you have to fix it in some way. But why do you have to always fix it? Why do you always have to do something in order to make this situation better? They take on the blame. They make you take on the blame because then you have the responsibility of having to change something or do something different. So how do you outsmart them? Well, don't play along. Don't believe what is being said. I know it's easier said than done, but when you know when you are connected to yourself, what you need to do is you need to outline the facts, why you don't believe them, why you don't agree with them. Refuse to take the blame for everything. Not everything is your fault. Remember that the guilt is all about shifting that onto you. So don't let them. The next one that I feel is so bad is the gaslighting. Now, really think about this, okay? Gaslighting is so bad because what it does do is it changes your perception of reality. And I mean, you literally think a completely different way. How can someone do that? How can someone shift your attention, your focus, your perception on something that you already know about, but they manage to twist it with lies and deceit? So they'll say things like, oh, it never happened. You're too sensitive. How did you come to that conclusion? You're just imagining things, even though you know the truth. And this is what I'm saying, my friends. This is why it is so bad. You never think that someone that you love, that you care about, would do something like this, but they do. So the thing is here, again, is about knowing yourself, being connected to yourself, and just really question what is being said here. Doesn't mean that you've got to take everything at face value. Really question what is being said here. Look at it. Think about it like, is this true? true? Is this my beliefs? Is this really what is happening? And really identify the facts here, okay? And what you need to do is not play along with it. And again, I know it's easier said than done, but another way to outsmart them is to keep a record of things. Okay, so that you know, so that whenever they say something has happened or not happened, you can refer to your notes and think, yeah, it did. So no one can tell you yes, but no, but no, but yes, because you know the truth. You know that this has happened or not happened, so that no one can trick you. The next one that they do is the silent treatment. This is one of their favorite tactics. I know, let's remove communication. Let's just go silent and not talk. I think this is really bad because, again, someone who is removing communication, not talking, not communicating for God knows what reason, and they'll blame it onto you. This is all about punishing you and regaining control of the situation, because they know that when they stop talking to you or communicating with you, this is going to really upset you and make you think about things in a certain way, or make you think about them. So they know that you are hooked on them. They know that this is going to they know this is going to leave you feeling unsettled and desperate to sort things out, because they know that you care about them. They know that they want this to be resolved. So what do? This is a hard one, my friends. This is a hard one. Don't chase for their approval. Don't do it. Use this silence on what it is that you want in this dynamic. What do you want from your life? Okay, because this silence really gives you kind of like a pause, and it gives you space to think about things, space to think about what it is that you want from this relationship or what you want from your own life. Do you want this person in your life? Do you want to be engaging in these type of tactics, in these dynamics? And think about it. If they cared about you, they wouldn't stop communication. They would be talking to you, and you would be trying to work it out to resolve this situation. So if you really think about it, there is no growth in this relationship or in this friendship or in this interaction. Who just stops talking for no reason? The fourth game that they play is the triangulation. So that's about bringing another person into the mix. They will use this person as a tool or a pawn to get you to feel a certain way, usually jealous, usually to enhance what they are saying, to prove what they are saying is right. And this person is put into this situation to control you and to manipulate you. It's to create drama and to create a pit of people against one another. And again, why would, look, if you're in a relationship or a friendship, why would you bring another person in? Isn't it just about you two? But why are you bringing another person in to prove a point, to cause drama, to cause chaos? Again, this is really toxic. And bringing in another person to refine your behavior, again, who does that? Why would you need to do that? This isn't healthy, normal behavior. The way that I would handle this, my friends, is to refuse to engage in any type of communication, drama, or gossip with this person or with the toxic individual. And the reason for that is because you are just not engaging in this. It's just like, I'm done. I'm not interested in doing that. So this is about how you handle it and how you go forward in this. And that's all about removing yourself. And the reason why I say that is because what is the point? You might as well talk to the wall, because it's not going to get you anywhere, and they don't care about what your thoughts are. This person has been brought in especially to upset you, whether it's fiction or whether it's real. At the end of the day, why are you bringing another person into the mix? And also, don't let the toxic person control the narrative. The next game that they play that might not be so obvious is the love bombing and the withdrawal. Love bombing is often when toxic people overwhelm you with affection and attention. And this can be highly addictive. This can feel so good, particularly if you're right at the beginning of the cycle. This gets you hooked into the relationship or the friendship. But if you're in the relationship already, you are starved of this attention and affection. So this again becomes really welcomed because you don't have it. So after a period of maybe devaluing or discard, then comes the love bombing. That feels so good. So you're craving that. And what this does do is create a cycle of dependency. And then once you are dependent on the toxic individual, they withhold, they withdraw, and they take away that affection and that attention. So again, this enforces that cycle of dependency. And this is indeed where the trauma bond begins, because you're always up and down, push and pull dynamic. You've got it, and then you don't. There's long periods of where you don't have it. So then you're craving it and wanting it even more. And then when they do give it to you, it's so welcomed because you're so starved of it that you want it. And this is where it becomes dangerous territory. So how do you outsmart it? How do you overcome this? First thing to do is to recognize the pattern, understand that this is something that they will do and they will not stop. Healthy relationships are consistent, and there's care and there's love. They don't really do this. There isn't these extreme highs and lows and you having to regulate your emotional system. But that's what it is. That's how it damages it. This is where the trauma bond begins. It's the inconsistency and the highs and lows and the irregularity of your emotional balance. So in order to be able to bring control to your emotions is that try not to engage. Know that this is manipulation, and know that this isn't going to change either. This is done particularly to get you hooked. So my friends, these games are designed to keep you controlled and hooked and confused. But knowledge is power. And by recognizing these games that are being bestowed onto you, or maybe someone that you know, will really help you. And obviously, I know it's not easy because it is something that we are so entrenched in, but knowing what is going on. Remember, knowledge is power. Knowing what is going on and taking steps to move away or to remove yourself from this situation is what you really need to do. Know that it's not going to get better. It's not going to be different. This is how it is. This is how it will stay. And if you decide to stay, that means that you are accepting this. So take your time and remove yourself from this situation. If you are someone that recognizes or some of the information resonates with you, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please see the description box below for more details. Please know that I do go live on this channel for support and for answering questions. And that's every Tuesday at 9 p.m. UK time. I really hope that you can make it. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.